Hello there, everybody. KYN here again, and welcome back to the LP of Casualemmings 2.0. So last time solved, I believe, 4 more levels of the control rank. Yeah, the last one, which, as you saw, was painstakingly slow, but it was absolutely necessary to use one of the finer controls of nin10doadict, the frame stepping. But we finally got past that after so much time. But anyway, pretty much down to the final 3 levels of the control rank, and once again, I have a co-commentator here, nin10doadict.
Peanut butter butterfingers or Snickers. Yeah, that's what it is. Peanut butter Snickers. Yummy.
Yeah, as you can see,
So, I'm clearly having a better time than you are here.
yeah, clearly. But as I mentioned before, yeah, I'm enjoying this too. Although maybe not to the full extent as you are.
I'm glad.
Yeah, but it's like I told him in the previous video. Yeah, it's very, very nice having him here. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that he's having a blast. But anyway, yes, we are down to the final 3 troll lows, and so we may be able to get through them in this video, but we shall see. And then, of course, there's still that lower 5 that I need to get solved, but I will worry about that later. So anyway, let's go ahead and see what the final 3 lows have in store for me. Troll 10, Abomination. Nice wordplay there. 79 lemmings 2 to be saved. What is this abomination? When all else fails, assault the senses.
I can't get from cracking up.
Oh, don't worry about it.
It's just so bad.
You mean the design?
Well, yeah, I mean, look at this.
Lots of mid-air stuff and things not meshing well. I started out the same way.
Horrible.
I started out the same way.
Just wait until you hear the music.
So we have a pre-assigned swimmer. Yeah, but this very interesting, unusually low save requirement.
Also, look at that skill kit.
Yep. 36, 21, 55, 5, 84, 12.
Just completely random numbers.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, yeah, is there any, like, connection with anything there? Okay,
My apologies to anybody OCD who's watching this. Also, my apologies to GigaLem for abusing his tile set.
Yes.
In earlier levels, I was trying to figure out how to make his tile a good level out of his tile set. It's tough because the tiles are so big. I guess you could say this is me giving up.
I know what you mean. Like, some of these are, like, so pretty to look at, yet very difficult to make levels with. At least to make them look very good. Without anything looking too out of place. The static.
Also, this music is... have you ever heard of an old bootleg game for the NES called Little Red Hood?
No.
If you've seen the Angry Video Game Nerd videos, he did a review of Little Red Hood. This is the music from Little Red Hood, except it wasn't bad enough, so I went into Audacity and just started messing around with it, making it worse.
Oh.
The result is this nonsense. I think in the original version of this level, back in old formats, when invisible objects were allowed, I'm pretty sure the traps here were invisible.
Oh, okay. Now those are pretty. Oh, that's fire, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought, okay. Yeah, this must be the only water done.
I think also I had, like, fire and water objects overlapping on each other so that their behavior was not entirely evident. I'm pretty sure that's not happening here, though. It is what it looks like.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure when I eventually do go through the old formats ones, yeah, unfortunately the intentional reactions, yeah, will be lost there, but that's quite alright, since you did at least get to see them here. Yeah, and plus,
I mean, the old formats levels are versions of these levels almost the same.
Yeah,
like, they honestly didn't have to go through that many changes.
Yeah, and plus, fortunately, all the old formats ones are here too. Yeah, in this control rank, just with 2 new ones added. Is he just gonna, or she gonna drop in the? No, she was splat. That's what I thought.
It was just splat.
Curse splat. So how to get down lower?
I suppose there is some puzzling to this level. It's definitely not as hard as level 5 to figure out, but at least I don't think it should be.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, I know the... Yeah, I already know the gimmick that's used here.
Why are you just letting them all die?
Yeah, I'm trying to rescue them, that's why. But yeah, I already know the gimmick that needs to be used here.
It's not the first time we've seen it in the pack.
Nope, it's not. Okay, let's see. Wait, what happened there? Oh, she turned around. Trying to get that stack high enough so they didn't get past. Was that the... Yeah, that was the climber. Okay.
I am finding this kind of silly.
Oh, what I'm doing?
Yeah, definitely not the way I went about this level.
Okay, can you get past it? Yep. No, I don't.
Fire indeed hot.
It is. Oh, and you spot.
Come on, Itty. Yes, come closer, Itty. No. No.
It's probably the same on the other side, too. That's safe, okay.
Oh, surprisingly, that was safe. I guess that 1 or 2 pixels made a difference. Oh yeah, just a couple pixels difference.
Yep.
No!
Boiled.
Release me!
Boiled again! Oh wait, not all of them will be climbers, so... No, enough for everyone. Yeah, so that's water. Alright, we'll give them a way out. Alright, snack here so you can't climb up into the fire there. And actually, oh wait, I think they might step over that. So where'd I put that stacker? And you're not gonna close up the gap, are you? And same time, I don't know if they'll fall before the stack. Alright.
I mean, you could use the splat ruler to check and sort of use it as a straight edge.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see then. Okay, good.
Nice.
Alright,
Oh,
now drop the bomb.
Nuke it.
Drop the bomb. And there we go.
We're good.
I was like, yep, I instantly figured out what it is.
I feel
Almost.
like you overcomplicated the start of the level by forgetting that you had stoners.
Yeah, that's true, I did. Repeat the mantra now. After all, this level originally was worse originally. It could have been worse. Troll 11, rubber glove on plastic bottle. 13 lemmings, 13 to be saved. Guys, I found a new trick with stackers. Let me share it with you. Ooh. What could that be?
Infinite stackers. This music is Hallucid from Tetrasphere on the N64.
Oh, okay. Oh boy. Yeah, I can already tell where this is going. It's not gonna be fun.
What? Really? You don't think this will be fun?
Repeatedly stacking? No. Okay, so you need to turn around a little sooner. Okay, the only problem with that is he's trapped on the other side. And yeah, the climber cannot fix it just yet. Alright, time for you to get over now. Perfect.
Looks like you've got them all clustered up in one group.
Okay, and then, yeah, I gotta make sure I stacks here so that no one gets trapped on the other side. Maybe I have to do a little bit further than that. The wall. Yeah, because this might be too close. No, seems right. Alright, let's see if pull this off though. Back up, so just probably stack the other way. There we go. Okay, but then they'll be trapped down there again.
Seems like it's going to be very hard to get them to try to elevate all the way up that staircase, because they just keep turning back and falling into lower sections.
Is that going to block them? Yeah, I think maybe eventually at some point it will, but... but then the climber's going to be trapping, isn't he? No, I think that was... pixel too early, maybe. Ah, yeah. Is he gonna get trapped in there though? Oh, no. He can't back up. No, he just needs to put a stack here. That might have been a pixel too early, but I'll see in a moment. Okay, I think I essentially have it down. Just need to keep getting them higher and higher. Yeah, I have to go the other way first. Oh no. Block them, I think.
You block off your own hole.
Yep.
Unavoidably.
Versus. Wait, less. Maybe that we saw in the same thing. Let's see. Oh wait, I could do this. Then just stack again, right?
I think the gap is only 1 pixel big, so nobody can actually place a stack anywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, he just falls off. So in that case...
Yeah, your initial fear of putting that too close to the wall is seems to be panning out.
Okay, and then that would result in the same thing. Okay. Alright, let's try it again. Yeah, I do have a minor that might open things a bit here. Yeah, and instead of doing what I did before, I think we just do that. And is he actually a pixel loader? Yeah, I think he is. Okay, this might not work. Oh wait, hang on. We have a minor. Oh, that's right. I need to place a stack up there first. Okay, was a little too soon there. There we go. Oops. Okay.
And I think you need the overhanger stack right first,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you're right.
To catch them.
Yeah. Oop. Up in there.
Put it on the wrong. You put it on the wrong level.
Oh. Yeah, that's right. Yep, something's wrong there.
I think the overhanger shank wasn't fully hung over the edge. If it's not hanging on the very edge, then they won't slip past it.
Yeah, so it seems I was a pixel too early. Nope, now we can't get in there.
Sealed the hole.
Uh-oh.
She sealed the hole.
Gosh darn it.
I do wonder if this strategy can work.
It might, yeah, with just the fact that we have infinite stackers.
Yeah, it might be possible to get this to work.
That's true. Oh, yeah, let's try it. Yeah, it'll just involve repeated stacker assignments. Oh, but then they're gonna go out the other way, okay?
Yeah, they'll just sort of escape over the top.
Yeah, there's too
Yeah,
many of them
you
there.
can't design fast enough to stop them.
Okay. What about...
I'll say right now, this isn't the way I expected this level to go.
Oh, okay.
But by all means, keep at it. If you can solve it like this will be impressive. Because this is, if it is, then that's very much not the intended way.
Some
Yeah,
of
like
them
you,
trapped in there.
yeah, you got the climber wedged inside the terrain.
Yep, unfortunately.
You can't get out.
Oh boy.
Seems like this is kind of working, but once you get up to like the second or third level, you just don't have enough space left.
Right.
I suppose it would be possible to just eventually build enough stacks that you could sort of spread the staircase out.
Yeah.
And that would give you the space you needed to work.
Yeah, something tells me it's just going to be a lot of basically putting stacks next to each other. Yeah, I'm going to try getting them close to one another first.
I think you've showed me what could be a talisman challenge for this level.
Oh.
Because it looked like the route that you were on the way to doing could potentially beat the level without the miner.
Yeah, that might be a little too far, actually. Put it a little closer. Yeah, I guess you weren't kidding about the one of the final 2 levels being long.
The last level's pretty long too.
Oh, okay.
Because again, stackers.
Yeah, the stacker is probably like one of my least favorite skills, actually.
That's why a lot of patrol levels use it. The stacker is everyone's least favorite skill, and if you say otherwise, you're actually just lying.
There you go. Alright, setting you up as a climber. I think we still got him out, right?
Now this may just look like rubber glove on plastic bottle, but I show you is actually much more, because when you give squeeze,
Stackers, Joel. Stackers.
Not too well, but okay, that should be just one stack. Alright, now to check those here. Oh, they might be too far off, actually.
Yeah, not clustered enough.
Yeah, so I need to do that first. Okay, almost. Okay.
Kind of hard to see that there's still one more wall in there.
Yeah. There we go.
okay, now they're all in one cell.
Perfect.
And even if he doesn't climb up, it's not a big deal.
Yep. Okay, now to do the rest of the path first. Yeah, should be fine. Maybe a gap.
Yeah, a couple gaps here and there can probably still just be worked around.
Oh, that's right. I need to put
Don't forget the overhang first.
Yep.
But yeah, if you were patient enough, it looks like this technique could solve the level without the miner.
Okay, yeah, that was
Some slipped out.
Yep. Alright.
Looks like we'll need to pack them a little tighter.
Or that. There we go.
Changing the timing worked. I suppose I could put a stop to this strategy if I really wanted to by making that final wall there much thicker, but I think I'll kind of. I think I can just leave this alone and then maybe put this as a talisman challenge to beat the level without using the miner.
Yeah, that part won't work.
We had so many walkers in level 9. Now if only we had some walkers here.
There we go. Yeah, this might not do actually. Alrighty, and the moment of truth here. There we go. Awesome. Now one more stock. And there we go.
Nobody turned. Nice.
Awesome. Remember what I said about stacker stairs? I wouldn't need them in any other levels in this pack. I lied.
That was very much not the intended solution. The intended solution for that one was to basically make this gigantic ramp out of stackers and then mine all the way through it to make a steady slope for them to just go up.
Got it. Okay. But as we have seen, yeah, it would have taken much longer than what we saw here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I know that we are a bit under an hour. I just wonder, can we go for this final one?
Yeah, the suffering.
You did say it's a pretty long level, though.
It is a pretty long level.
Okay. Yeah, because we're probably like around the 40-minute mark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I am wondering if it could be of its own level. I mean, I suppose you might be able to get through it pretty quickly, but not sure.
You know what? Yeah, let's at least take a look at it and yeah, see what it has. So
See what horrors await in the final draw level.
there you go. 12, Shaft of Suffering, 80 lemming, 79 to be saved. Now you can just put the player through the ringer all day long. Anybody can do that. A good troll, though, will make the player want to beat the low anyway, even if it's painful. There's an art to it. So, if you're here, never really thought of myself as an artist, but I'm okay with it. Same here.
So, of course, what would be better for the final level than a revisit of a calm level?
Oh, it is, yeah.
Remember the Pit of Pain?
Yes. Okay, so the problem would just be that snake trap there. Okay, and we only have
Snake
79.
trap is critical to making this level work. If that wasn't there, this level would be trivial.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and we have, what do you call it? 79 floaters and 79 climbers, which means only one does not get either of those skills. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I know the solution. Just, it's going to take a very long time to do, though.
Yep.
Yeah, I know what needs to be done. Mm-hmm. So, you have a very, very large pit, yeah, and you need to get up there with those stackers that you have and all. I mean, you do have climbers and everything, but no, it's not going to be enough since the snake trap is somewhat fast.
You can only lose one.
Exactly.
And if, you look carefully at the top of the level.
Yeah, exactly.
So the speed of the snake trap doesn't actually matter.
Exactly, yeah, because you still need to bomb through there, and that's your only loss. Okay, well, let's do it.
And the music for this level is, again, a Super Meat Boy track. This is the Dark World version of World 4.
Oh, okay. Let's just get this out of the way, so we don't have to worry about it later.
I'm afraid you've just walked into a trap, sir.
So I did.
Yeah, what's lemming at 80 number 80 gonna do now?
Yeah, so I did.
Yeah, there's only 79 floaters in this level for a reason.
So I did. You're right. Okay, that's why I thought they would not be able to step up that. Oh, wait, but we have stackers. I mean, walkers.
You can actually stack your walker cancel this time. Yay!
Yay!
How exciting! How often are you actually being excited about being able to make stacker stairs?
Woot woot! Get back there. There.
One moment, I'm going to get the ice cream.
Okay. Oh wait, and we actually don't need to do all that, do we? Yeah, we do have climbers after all.
Yeah, this level kind of gives you a few different things to manage, but...
Just need to remind myself. Almost halfway there, almost halfway there.
I'm sure you realize that though this level doesn't have a time limit, lemming number 80 is essentially acting as your time limit.
Exactly. Yep. It nearly reminds me of that one part in the Disney film Cinderella when they had that really long flight of stairs to go up,
Oh yeah.
and Gus faints.
And Gus and Jack are trying to get up the stairs.
Yeah, it's like up, all the way up there again.
All in the key the whole time.
Like, oh.
Of course, you have to catch every single floater too. It just keeps stacking on itself.
Yep. So it's almost like, what do you call it? What was the lemming place? Just more extreme, I guess.
If you thought that level was bad, you should try mine. I made this one in 5 minutes.
And I guess it was just simply from opening up that other low and just making a little bit of changes to it. Maybe that's what you meant by 5 minutes.
I was quoting an old YouTube video about
Oh.
from somebody who used to play Mario World ROM hacks and then just sort of stopped posting videos a long time ago, but yeah.
Oh.
Counts on the timer left.
Alright, let's try platforming then. See if I can speed things up a little. Yeah, and I haven't exactly read what Strato said about the Cholos and the other pack of it, but it seems like he was like a bit like critical of some of the lows, but I'm not sure though.
Yeah, I don't recall.
Oh, okay.
Then again, I mean, why wouldn't you be critical of the troll levels? They're designed to inflict pain.
Exactly. Because, yeah, if you don't see that, then you're essentially missing the point of it.
These levels aren't supposed to be good.
Exactly. And it's really just to show you what you should avoid. Yeah, in making a good level.
It's like, hey, if you're designing level and it features these things, stop.
Exactly.
Just stop it.
Yeah, just go non-stop. Exactly. Oops.
Okay, want to drive a programmer crazy? Go into their code, replace one of the semicolons with a Greek exclamation point, and watch them tear their hair out. Trying to find the syntax error.
Yep. Okay, we should be getting pretty close to non-splat height now.
25 counts left. It looks like you're
Well on my
track
way.
to make it.
Yep. Maybe one more stock would do. Let's see. Yeah, maybe one more floater as well. Ah, perfect.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, yeah, we can just, pop one the other way. Let's just get the floater and then make the next one platform.
I would have thought that making a whole set of how to say this? I would have thought that making like you made the soul stacker staircase walkable. I would have thought that, you know, making them like full stacks and then climbing up would have been faster, but apparently not. I think making them walkable is actually faster.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking actually.
Because then you don't waste time with the climbing animations.
Exactly.
Looks like it's in the bag.
Yep. Yeah, let's just release all you guys with climbers.
I could just build one more stacking walker, but that's enough stacker stairs. I can't stand it anymore.
Exactly. Alrighty, and there we go. Huh, that's pretty impressive. You got through that nonsense. Not really sure what that says about you. Makes me feel warm and fuzzy, though. Thanks. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Nice.
That's it.
And there you have it, my friends. That's all the troll rank. Well, save for that unsolved level 5, but yeah, I'll figure something out for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. This was actually a pretty good idea. I actually liked it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, thank you very much for playing through all that rank and just playing through the whole pack in general, actually.
Oh, my pleasure. And yeah, I definitely got to say, this is definitely a big step up from Lemming Squared. I mean, it's not to say that Lemming Squared was bad, because it was still pretty good. It's just that maybe the quality wasn't as, you know, up there with Casual Lemmings.
Well, yeah, this Squared was my first pack. This one was my second pack. So yeah, I think it seems like I improved my craft a little bit as I went along, and who knows, maybe I'll put together a third pack sometime. But I haven't made very many levels in a long time, so.
Oh, okay. Not a problem.
I've made like 3 or 4 more, but we'll see if anything else happens. But...
Awesome. Okay, so there you have it.
I think I should probably finish off this ice cream and go to bed.
Alright, sounds good. As I have said plenty of times throughout the entire pack, yeah, this was just a very well done one. Yeah, I was very impressed with the many high quality levels here, and it is definitely a step up from his first pack, Lemming Squared. And so yeah, nin10doadict has definitely learned plenty of crafts along the way, and has definitely improved. And yeah, if he ever decides to work on another level pack in the future, I would definitely look forward to it. And yeah, I think he can rest assured that I will also be let's playing it. Yeah, if that ever becomes if that ever gets finished and becomes available and everything. But as usual, yeah, I go through the overview of all the levels of the pack here. So Com 1, yeah, definitely reminds me of the very first level of Lemmings Plus 1, where it's pretty much the exact same thing. You don't have to do anything at all. Well, then again, Com 1 from Pimo Lems is the exact same thing as well. You don't have to do anything, even though you're given 99 of every skill. yeah, the lemmings can just simply walk to the exit. So yeah. So you just pretty much observe what happens here with the some of the things that are present here. Yeah, even though they are they get a formal introduction level later on, such as the splitters and everything. And then Comp 2, yeah, it just teaches you about pickup skills here. So and also the fact that if a wall is 7 pixels or higher, lemmings cannot step up, but they will simply turn around. 6 pixels is the maximum height, yeah, and they can still step up. So yeah, that's pretty much all this level teaches you here. And then Comp 3 is just your blocker tutorial. Comp 4, yeah, in addition to the blocker, there's also Stoner here. The Stoner tends to be a pretty powerful skill in that, like, you can assign it to pretty much any lemming, yeah, even ones that are falling. So that's what makes it extremely powerful. In that, yeah, it has the ability to break falls and also does other things. Yeah, isn't really shared with other skills as well. So yeah, its power is kind of unmatched by none of any other skills. So uh, Comp 5, yeah, just a pretty quick one here, demonstrating your miner and basher here. And then Comp 6, yeah, introduces a swimmer skill here. Comp 7, well, I guess technically the platformer as well. And then Comp 7 just teaches players that floaters and gliders have special exit rules where they they have the ability to use exits that are in midair. Most often, when that happens, there is usually no terrain underneath it. Yeah, but floaters and gliders have that ability to exit. I guess it was decided that that rule was kept. Yeah, even though there was a pretty big debate on whether that rule should be kept or not. Com 8, yeah, I guess this one introduces the fencer skill. Com 9 introduces the stacker. Com 10, yeah, just a pretty simple low here. Um, Com 11 pretty much introduces the walker skill, I believe. Yeah, where it has the ability to release blockers without necessarily having you to remove the terrain under its feet, so that it falls and then becomes a walker. Com 12 introduces the disarmor. You're not given that skill here, but there is a hatch that is pre-assigned disarmors. Com 13 introduces the cloner skill. Though this level already goes beyond the basic application of the cloner, where if you apply it to a walker, it just simply creates a duplicate, but walking in the opposite direction. Here it goes a bit beyond that, in that this teaches you what happens when you apply a cloner to a lemming that's performing a skill. It does the exact same thing, yeah, just with the lemming, with the clone also doing the skill as well as like the original. But it's a pretty nice one though. Com 14, yeah, another pretty easy low here, with just fencers and miners. And then Com 15 introduces the cat trap here. And I believe, if I remember correctly, nin10doadict said that he ripped it from like Zelda game or something like that. Yeah, I might have gotten the game wrong there, but yeah, I know that he ripped it from somewhere. But yeah, quite honestly, this level right here, it's a pretty big step up in difficulty, because yeah, there hasn't been like any level teaching the player compression of getting through a trap with minimal losses. So yeah, if anything, I would definitely like make an introduction though, teaching compression. Yeah, so that it at least allows the player to see that you can actually get by traps while lemmings getting killed. Yeah, if a trap is busy killing a lemming. But yeah, to put this level in the rank, yeah, without any such introduction level to that, yeah, I would say this is a big step in difficulty. Yeah, and if anything, I think even with the 10 cloners, the you can just barely meet the save requirement here. So in a way, it's kind of a bit harsh here, but and I honestly think that the save requirement can probably be a bit relaxed here, so that you have a much better chance of passing. Comp 16, a really good puzzle here. Yeah, I really like this one. Yeah, even though there's only 3 skill types and 3 skills total. Yeah, a pretty good one. Com 17, very nice open-ended low here, and a pretty nice looking low too. Com 18, yeah, it's another pretty easy low as well. Just need to make sure that you rescue the hatch so that they don't splat. And then after that, you can just solve the puzzle, solve the low regularly. Com 19, it's another very nice open-ended low here. Com 20, yet another nice open-ended one. Con 21 introduces the splat and anti-splat paths. Yeah, but other than that, it's pretty open-ended here. Con 22, this one I would also say it's a big step up in difficulty, just because the solution is not really obvious here, and there are plenty of things that you can try, but they would lead to like dead ends and everything. So but then again, this is in like the second half of the rank, just barely at the beginning of it though. Yeah, so pretty much for low introducing buttons here. Yeah, it is somewhat of a big step up in difficulty. So yeah. Com 23, yeah, very nice open-ended low, which is bashers and builders. And yes, I did not show it in the let's play, but it is very easy to save everyone. Com 24, an extremely nice open-ended low here. Con 25, pretty much the I guess introduction to time limits here, and yeah, you really need to examine your the environment, because here I failed to realize a pretty good shortcut here so that you save a lot of time, and it's pretty much the only way that you can solve the law within the time limit. But yeah, that's what I get for not examining the law enough and failing to realize that. Con 26, a really good law. I really like this one. Yeah, I really like the fact that there are workers that go around to get the pickup skills. Yeah, in particular, the stoner is very vital here, so that you the lemmings from the hatch can exit. But I especially love the building to get the glider high enough so that they can get the climber pickup at the bottom. Con 27, it is probably somewhat of a step up in difficulty as well, but I did later realize there are some things that you can do to like make the solution a bit easier. So maybe in particular, just sending climbers at the same time to like dig some of the posters away, and also compressing the lemmings better as well. And Con 28, yeah, as I mentioned, this is pretty much the exact same title as Lemmings United, though. Though I want to say that Casual Lemmings came much. Actually, did it? I think it was actually finished before Lemmings United, actually. So yeah, it couldn't possibly be the case where Nintendo got the low title from the United one, because I think United came a little bit after Casual Lemmings, but I could be wrong there. Yeah, I don't quite remember like the years of when this pack was released and everything. At least the first version, the old formats, Neo Linux version. And then Con 29, yeah, pretty much it just introduces you to an important convenient tool here, which is frame stepping, because it's not really possible to do low without it. Although there is more leeway than the low that comes much later in the pack. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty easy. You just simply need to observe the action step by step or frame by frame. Counter a really nice low here, yeah, which is a minor to get to the buttons and everything, and the rest of them you just clone. Con 31, Nintendo Addict said that my solution was a back route, so but other than that, yeah, it's not too difficult of a low. Yeah, I think even if it's properly patched up. Con 32, I think Nintendo Addict also said that my solution is a back route, but I'm not certain. He and I are surprised at how high the destruction mass of the miner reaches, though. Con 33, not too much of a hard low either, just can be a bit annoying because of the zombies, but it does introduce us to them, and can essentially be thought up as moving traps. Con 34 are very nice any way you want low. Con 35, yeah, back to difficult here. And I think even a bit of struggling here, and I still came up with a back route. So, but even then, yeah, I still say that this low is not easy though. Yeah, it's pretty difficult. Con 36 could also be pretty difficult as well, but that was up until I realized the number of lemmings that go out to the sides and into the water, and it actually matches up with the number of swimmers you have. So I think once you realize that, it's actually not too hard of a low. Con 37, a very nice open-ended low here. Con 38, oh, this was pretty much one of the best lows in the com rank in my opinion. Yeah, plenty of plenty of pickup skills everywhere here, but yeah, and it does give the impression of a somewhat like daunting and overwhelming low. But yeah, you just really need to think about, like, I guess it's best if you come up with some kind of plan to get the low solved, because at least at first, yeah, I didn't think that getting the common pickup would be that useful at the beginning, but it actually turns out to be very critical, yeah, to solving the rest of the low. But yes, a very nice puzzle here. I really like it. Con 39, yeah, it's another very good low as well. I especially love seeing gliders getting pushed upwards by updrafts, but there is one pretty like precise digger assignment here. Because if you don't place it correctly, then the gliders will keep going back out to the left, which is not what you want. Con 40, and pretty nice open and the low here as well for this late in the rank, and a pretty nice tower set as well. Con 41, yeah, it's pretty much another good open end and low here, even though the skill set is pretty restricted. And I guess there's the theme of threes here. Yeah, given that everything is in every quantity is 3. Yeah, and also alluding to the lower title too, I guess. Yeah, and also the release rate is 3, and then you only have 3 lemmings as well. Com 42, it looks difficult, but it's really not that bad. Yeah, you just really need to think about how to best go about getting through these obstacles with the very limited skill set you have. And then finally, Com 43, a very nice low to round off the rank. Yeah, and if you're familiar with some mathematics here, yeah, the skill set is all quantities are of the Fibonacci sequence. And so, yeah, very, very nice low to finish off the rank. Yeah, even if it's not the hardest one. And then for Perky, yeah, those are just a tad bit harder than the ones in Com, but should still be mostly manageable. Perky 1, a very nice low to a very nice open-ended low to start off the rank. And as you can see with the blue circles here, those are pretty much like former, like I believe radiation objects. And yeah, it seems like there was some confusion when I was doing the co-commentating videos with nin10doadict. Yeah, he thought I was referring to another low, but no, I was actually talking about this one. I wasn't talking about a low that you find later in the hyper rank. Yeah, at least in the old format's Neo-Linux version. But yeah, pretty much every low that had radiation or slow freeze objects were simply converted into fire traps. Yeah, and that's exactly what happens here when you touch them. You know, when you try to get up to them in a low. Perky 2, a very nice low here. You know, with a 1 of everything and 5 skill types. Yeah, and it's not too hard of a low either. Perky 3, yeah, another very easy one. Yeah, there's not much to this here. Perky 4, yay, it got introduced to the spongehead shark trap. Yeah, who pretty much comes from a humongous entertainment game. Yeah, Freddy Fish, and with his signature laugh. Yeah, too bad he doesn't make that sound when he kills a lemming though. But yeah, Perky 4 is a pretty nice low though. Yeah, I just love the isolating a worker to get to the bottom to get to pick up skills. That's very nice. Perky 5, yeah, nin10doadict that my solution was a back route. But other than that, yeah, I did find it to be a pretty nice low, especially since even with the pickups, yeah, it's still a 1 of everything in 6 skill types. Perky 6, another pretty good one here. Yeah, so you have more skills available this time, but it's still 1 of everything. Yeah, just in 6 skill types instead. But it's pretty good. Perky's another pretty easy one. I don't know if this was the load that Napster was referring to in his feedback. Yeah, in the old formats version. But I think he said it was like a step up in difficulty or something like that. I was like, really? I didn't find it that hard. Yeah, it might have been a different load though. So there's that too. Yeah, and then yeah, I believe this was the load that nin10doadict got confused with. Yeah, I should have thought. Oh no, it's not that low. It's I was talking about the yeah, I think I did say the uh rank opener for Perky. Yeah, but I can see like misheard me or something, but not a problem though. Yeah, Perky 8. This is a pretty good though. Though you can certainly do this without the pre-placed lemming though. Perky 9, yeah. As nin10doadict has mentioned in his comment on my video, yeah, the final lemming out of the hatch is a specialist, yeah, who could disarm all those traps, and hence the lower title. But I clearly missed the point of it, and pretty much solved it the way that you will in the chore rank, yeah, because it has the exact same title, yeah, just without the specialist lemming that comes out. Perky 10, I believe nin10doadict also said my solution is a back row. I still found this to be a pretty nice one, especially since the tower set itself is very nice. Perky, yeah, not too hard of a low here. Although maybe just the fact that you have platformers only increases the difficulty. But other than that, yeah, it's not too hard of a low. Perky 12 looks difficult because of all the cat traps everywhere, but it's really not that hard. And also, it's an open-ended low. Perky 13, definitely one of my favorites here. Yeah, I went about this low the wrong way at first, but when I realized the solution, I realized how very nice it is. Yeah, I just really like the way that the blockers release and then the way the lemmings get to the exit later on after you do so. Yeah, once you think about, okay, how can you best use the skills to go about saving the pre-race lemmings and also getting to the exit later on. Perky 14, just your lower of using a stacker as a splatform. And then Perky 15, yeah, yet another low, teaching players how to get past a 7-pixel wall. And it pretty much forces you to find or discover the stacker stoner combo, yeah, in order to do so. Because those are the only skills you are given, so therefore, yeah, eventually players should be able to stumble upon it. Yeah, even if you're not played, say, for example, the Neo-Lemmings introduction pack. Perky 16, as nin10doadict said, I overcomplicated the solution there. There's actually one position possible to place the dagger so that he could platform while turning around. But other than that, yeah, it teaches players that you can extend the bastion with a platformer. Perky 17, yeah, can be a pretty difficult low here. It's certainly not easy to figure out how to go about the low with just the very limited skills that you are given. Perky 18 can also be pretty hard as well, especially since achieving the compression can be pretty difficult. But once you realize what needs to be done, yeah, then it's not so bad. And yeah, those pickups at the bottom, those are like complete red herrings, or rather distractions. Yeah, that you can't even get to. At least I don't think you can. Yeah, I don't think you can get to them anyway. Perky 19, a very nice open-ended low here. Perky 20, yeah, stacker staircases. They aren't exactly my favorite thing to do in lemmings. Yeah, not to mention that they tend to be very like dull and very repetitive. Yeah, at least depending on how high the gaps are. Perky 21, a really nice low. Yeah, this is a pretty good one. I especially love how the glider worker gets around at the bottom to get the pickups and everything. Perky 22, definitely one of my favorites. As some of the other forum members have said, it's a pretty hard one, but because like nin10doadict pretty much did a great job of giving so many possible routes that look like it could solve the low, but they actually don't. Yeah, but once you figure out what needs to be done and everything, it's a very nice low. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, so very nice job there. Perky 23 looks really delicious. But then again, Rimani's food set, a towel set, it's always really nice. Though I have yet to make a low with it though. But it's a very nice open-ended low here. And then Perky 24, yeah, looks pretty difficult, but really the only hard part here is just rescuing the lemming who goes to push the button. Perky 25, not that hard of a low at all. I think you just simply have to figure out how to deal with the 99 release right here. Perky 26 could also be pretty difficult, but yeah, it's another really good one as well. I was momentarily confused about the stoner and how gliders are not simply bounce off it, but no, it just simply comes from just closing off the gap to the fire trap. Yeah, and that explains why they can bounce off. Yeah, even though they would just simply go past. Yeah, because all the gliders are start at the same height and everything. Yeah, now Perky 27 on the other hand, this teaches compression. Yeah, and will probably work better as a come low, yeah, before the low that introduces the cat trap. But even then, yeah, possibly there could also be another low teaching it though. Yeah, in the com rank somewhere. Yeah, before that cat trap one. Perky 20, another one of my favorites at the rank. Yeah, I really love how all lemmings at the start need to do something. Yeah, and they all take different routes before meeting at the bottom to like bomb through the pillars. Perky 29, a very nice open and a low here. Yeah, the only hard part is just managing the crowd at the beginning. But once you are successful in doing that and isolating a worker, yeah, very easy. Perky 30, nothing but like just getting through the traps while only getting one kill to each one. Yeah, and also an additional loss to the bomber as well. Perky 31, I really like the multitasking that needs to be done here in order to finish on time. And yeah, I believe this is certainly one of the ones I remember from old formats as well. Very satisfying to beat the tight clock here. Perky 32, yeah, another nice open and low here. Even though I made the mistake of thinking that I only had one miner for some very odd reason, when you actually have 10. Perky 33, yeah, just a nuke low. Yeah, just needs to come from realizing you need to nuke here. Because there's absolutely no way you can get to the exit. Yeah, given that you don't have any digging destructive skills whatsoever, or bombers. Perky 34, another one of my favorites here. Yeah, I really love the that it's a one of everything. And at least in my solution, I used the neat trick of releasing a blocker with a fencer. Perky 35, it's another pretty good one as well. The only hard part is just managing the lemmings at the very start, where you can only have one lemming going out to the right, and then everyone else needs to turn back to the left and get collected in the pit. Yeah, while the worker lemming that goes out to the right, yeah, platforms up the gap and then releases them. And then finally, one final dig to the exit, and that's it. Perky 36 looks pretty difficult, but no, Perky 36 is somewhat of a breeder for this late in the rank. Yeah, skills are pretty limited, but they're still enough to be able to solve the low comfortably. And Perky 37, a very nice low to finish off the rank. Really love the falling snow in the background. And it can be somewhat difficult here, but really the main challenge here is just finding a way to build to the exit before anyone else slips by. And also working out how to stop lemmings from going into the trap in the very far right. But other than that, yeah, really nice low here. Okay, and then the third rank, Twitchy. Yeah, you start with yet another level teaching players how to get past a 7-pixel wall. Yeah, but this time with just a stacker and 2 miners. Though I did comment that the same thing can work with a stacker, a miner, and a cloner. Yeah, so maybe consider doing that as well, or doing that instead. But other than that, yeah, it definitely works with 2 minors as well. Twitchy 2, yeah, it just teaches players that you can extend a basher using stackers in the middle. Not exactly my favorite thing to do in Lemmings as well, especially since it is also pretty repetitive, just like the stacker staircases. Twitchy 3, a really good low. Yeah, it's a hard one, but it's a really good one. Yeah, I just like the fact that yeah, I kept thinking a platform was short, but then after a while, when I realized what the solution was, yeah, and it does indeed take advantage of the fact that one of the entrances is a pre-assigned floater hatch. Yeah, then it's really good. Yeah, I definitely overlooked that special rule of floaters being able to exit in midair, and therefore you don't need a platformer. But honestly, yeah, I also gave the feedback that this low is a huge step up in difficulty because yeah, it's definitely a big leap to come up with like removing the exit terrain away. Yeah, that's something that most players don't even think about because we often associate exits with like, okay, don't destroy the terrain. Yeah, where the exit is placed on. Yeah, otherwise you pretty much have to like build or like make some kind of add some kind of terrain to get back up back into it later on. And so yeah, uh, possibly many players will hopelessly think that it seems impossible, but it really isn't. Yeah, I just need to round a special rule. But yes, it's definitely one of my favorites. But it is also a big step up in difficulty and could probably like move up the rank. Twitchy 4, not too hard about this one. Just need to time the worker correctly here to turn around before he gets infected in order to bash the wall behind him and have each zombie die to the trap. Twitchy 5, a back route there. But even then, yeah, I still think the low was pretty difficult. Yeah, as it still took me a while to find it anyway. Not to mention, it took me a while to realize that the teleporters and receivers are all paired up. Yeah, thanks to the numbering that you can see. Twitchy 6, yeah, this one also had me stuck for a while. But that's because I was a big dummy here. Yeah, I didn't realize that the basher needed to be used somewhere else, not where you put the stacker and everything. But it's a pretty good one. Twitchy Sour, another pretty good one here. Yeah, I really love the puzzle of getting glider up ahead before the others and then just turning around and platforming up the gap where the anti-splat pad is. Yeah, once you achieve that, yeah, then the rest is easy. But it still took me a while to think about that because yeah, I didn't think the worker would be fast enough. But that's because I kept thinking about sending him into the pit first and then having him climb out. Yeah, I think that for some very odd reason, I thought that would be slower. Yeah, and hence that wouldn't solve the problem. Twitchy 8, yeah, I believe the nin10doadict deemed my solution a back route there. Yeah, especially with the way I released one of the blockers by letting over him after building. Twitchy 9 are pretty good though here. Yeah, the hardest part here was just figure out how to get a worker to build across the water gap. And then pretty much keeping him safe until the zombie passes by to disarm the traps here. But other than that, very nice low. Twitchy 10, yeah, no. Definitely not one of my favorites here. Yeah, stoner staircases are very dull. Yeah, very boring to do. And yeah, I think nin10doadict has agreed that perhaps it's best to scrap the low and just put another low in its place. But well, it's up to him whether he wants to do that or not. Yeah, since this is his pack after all. But I think it would be for the best to like replace it with something else. Twitchy 11, yeah, another very good low with the where there's the word hero in the title. And once again, one of everything skill set here, just with different skills and I think just one additional skill type. A really good one. I really like this one too. Twitchy 12, somewhat difficult, but it's just all about rescuing the other swarm splatting. Yeah, once at the top and then one more time at the bottom. But other than that, yeah, pretty nice low. Yeah, and somewhat open-ended too. Twitchy 13, yeah, this one could be difficult, but I think it's all about like just realizing that you can interrupt a fencer mid-stroke. But that's not the only hard part, I would say. I think the hardest part here is just minimizing losses to the cat trap at the beginning. But I really like the fact that the entire law is just two different states of the cat trap. Yeah, one in the idle, and then one when he's in the middle of taking a stroke before killing a lemming. Twitchy 14. Yeah, this one can be hard, especially if you don't know how to avoid the zombies. But yeah, I recently played the old formats version, and as it turns out, I really overcomplicated the way I solved it. So because there is a much easier way, which I found, yeah, in that version. So yeah, that was pretty much all on me. Yeah, I self-inflicted that, and hence made it far harder than it needed to be. Twitchy 15, yeah, it's a pretty open-ended low for the most part, and I especially love the fact that a save alt is possible here. Yeah, which I did achieve on the old formats version, but I did not do it here because I used the bomber. Yeah, granted, it is a bit harder to save everyone, but no, it is possible. Yeah, with the skills given. But a pretty nice low here, though. Yeah, and I think it's pretty close to a low in Unite with the same title. Twitchy 16, yeah, it's just all about realizing that you can use a builder staircase to keep a fencer going. Yeah, and that's how you could delay him while giving the builder enough time to finish sealing off the gap. So, pretty good low there. Twitchy 17, a very nice open-ended low here as well. Yeah, although it's probably like a bit more restricted rather than an extremely big open-ended one. But yeah, there's still plenty of skills here to get low solved. Twitchy 18, a very nice low here. Yeah, this one had me struggling for quite a bit before I realized the solution. But even after I did get the general solution down, it was all about getting the climbers to pretty much finish getting through the obstacles at the same time, so that none of them get past the exit while it's locked. Twitchy 19, not too hard of a low, although I think nin10doadict said that my solution is a bit of a back route. And then Twitchy 20, yeah, it's a pretty stress less low, just because you only have one lemming to manage. But yeah, due to the placement of flamethrower, there's absolutely no way to shortcut low of building and then mining into the steel to turn around. Yeah, that's the reason why the flamethrower is placed the way it is. Even though it looks like it will kill the lemming, yeah, walking towards the teleporter to start. But no, it is necessary to block that very easy and cheesy back row. Twitchy 21, a pretty nice low here as well. With possibly the only difficult part, just compressing the lemmings enough in order to get through both traps at the bottom. But once you manage to figure that out, and also how to keep the lemmings safe at the start, yeah, it's not too hard of a low. And then, yes, Twitchy 22, yeah, it's pretty much more or less the same as the low earlier in the reg. I think it was like Twitchy 6 or something like that. But yeah, there was definitely no fooling me here, because it was a much quicker solve. Because the solution is nearly the same. Twitchy 23, yeah, just then you do have diggers. But along with that, you do have a very strict time limit here. So therefore, multitasking is absolutely vital here. Twitchy 24, somewhat difficult, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. I think nin10doadict said that my solution isn't exactly intended, but it seems pretty cool to like just let it slide and everything. But even then, yeah, it's like I said, I still found this low to like not be easy at all. Twitchy 25, yeah, a pretty hard one that I struggled for a very long time with. Possibly was stuck here on the longest. Yeah, and that's not counting the 12-5, which I didn't get solved. Yeah, in my LP. But I think if if there wasn't the much of the element of being impatience and everything, yeah, I think I could have gotten it. But as it turns out, yeah, I still need another 15-20 minutes of hashing out that solution. And so, yeah, it would have been quite a while anyway, just because by that point, when I decided to call it, yeah, we have already recorded over an hour together anyway. But anyway, yeah, I digress from there, and yeah, 2025 was a pretty difficult one. Yeah, it was very hard to figure out how to get past the shark traps with minimal losses. Yeah, especially since you can only lose one. So yeah, figuring out how to get over the top was definitely the hardest to figure out here. But even then, yeah, it's still a pretty good one. And yeah, as nin10doadict has mentioned, my solution is a back row. I think he said that he decided to change it. Yeah, while removing one core element, but well, sometimes that's the way it goes, you know. 2026, one of my favorites here. I really love how you need to get a lemming to get to rescue that specialist there. And then once you do, the rest is pretty easy. Just gotta make sure that you keep the crowd safe in the meantime. Yeah, while the specialist is disarming the traps. 2027, I found this one to be very difficult. Or rather, I pretty much got this the level solved. Just I ran into problems with the climber glider in the end. Yeah, because he kept going into places where he just ended up getting stuck, and then I just couldn't salvage the solution because I didn't have the necessary skills to. But it is a pretty nice low, especially with the way the tile set mixing is done here, with the Beast 2 of a low and also the Castle tile set. 28 looks difficult, but it really isn't. Really, I think the hard part here was just rescuing the Milla that goes to get the button and then having her come back up again. 29, definitely one of my favorites here. I really like how the worker lemming has to go to different areas of low to get the pickups and everything. And then just making sure to get the lemming back out later, and also, yeah, just bridging and seal off the gaps as well. 30, nothing too hard about this one other than you just have to find a way to beat the very strict time limit here. So that's really the most difficult part here. But the low itself is not hard. Just need to find the quickest and most efficient way to get through the low. And then 31, a repeat here, and a much more limited skill set, but it's still not too difficult. Just don't let the mini cat traps intimidate you or anything. Yeah, because you do have the skills necessary to get the low solved. And then finally, 32, yeah, I definitely consider this the hardest rank finisher of the entire pack. Although, at the same time, I did recently play the old formats version as well, and I took a completely different solution, which seemed a little bit easier, but it still required a lot of tweaking and to the timing and everything to make it work. But I still got to say, this was a pretty nice level, though. Yeah, especially with the tile set mixing and everything. Yeah, there seems to be 3 different tile sets here. Okay, and then the fourth and final main rank, Hyper. Hyper 1, a very nice level to start off the rank. Yeah, it's a pretty difficult one, but a really nice level nonetheless. Yeah, I really love the stack of cloner trick at the beginning. Yeah, to send out the compressed clouds in both directions. Hyper 2, another favorite of mine. Yeah, I love the sending out the 2 workers here. One to make a splatform for the crowd at the beginning, and then also for them to be swimmers and then turn back with walkers and then climb up. The first one to bomb, and then the second one to climb into the bomber hole to make a splatform for the crowd and to get past the trap. And then Hyper 3, yeah, this is a back route that I found. Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be that easy, and I'm pretty sure the solution somehow involves the crowd going out to the left. Hyper 4, another repeat here, except you start on the far left side instead. And once again, just need to find a way to deal with the 99 release rate. Hyper 5, pretty difficult one. Yeah, this one took me a while to get solved. But certainly the hardest part here is just figuring out how to bomb the terrain on the far right side in order to send a camera up to get the pickup. But it's a pretty nice one, though. Yeah, this was a bit fun to figure out. But yeah, it was pretty hard, yeah, to realize the solution here. Especially with getting through the terrain and everything. With a very, very limited skill set. Hyper 6, nothing too hard here, other than you just need to find a way to finish on time. Oh, and the low is a bit different here than it is on old formats. Because I believe the bottom entrance is actually at the top here. So it's already past the one-way wall here. One-way wall, I'm sorry, force view. Hypersound, one of my favorites here. Yeah, I really love that you can just hold back the crowd, or rather, stall the swimmer by making him a blocker to turn the rest around. And then once everyone is out hatched, yeah, then you can release him to get the pickup. And also after providing him a way out later so that he doesn't swim up to the traps. And then also blocking again to turn everyone back around so that no one walks into the water and drowns. So very nice low here. I really like it. Hyper 8, yeah, somewhat of a difficult low, but certainly the hardest part here is just making this platform for the lemmings that come from above. Yeah, it's very, very precise though, because I believe the lemmings will only survive on the very last builder brick. And then Hyper 9, yeah, this was the low I mentioned to nin10doadict in my co-commentating videos, that I don't think it works exactly as intended on new formats, because after using the teleporter, the lemmings do not go out to the right. But they do in old formats, so I'm pretty sure it works the way it's supposed to in old formats, but not here. So therefore, it might have just been the problem with when the low was converted. Maybe the trigger errors got like misplaced, or rather got shifted. Yeah, so that it doesn't exactly work as intended. Because them going out to the right, it certainly increases the challenge significantly, and I still had to think for quite a while, yeah, before I got the low solved on all formats. Hyper 10, somewhat difficult here, but it's certainly hard to figure out how to get up to the exit efficiently. And that builder to get over the digger pit, yeah, they almost got past the exit, but they do exit, so I'll take it, even if it looks like they just barely get into it though. Hyper 11, yeah, the solution is obvious, but it's very difficult and fiddly to figure out how to keep the other miner going. Yeah, I mean, you do have the skills necessary to do it, but yeah, it is extremely, extremely fiddly to do so. Yeah. Hyper 12, this one also took a long time. Yeah, this was a pretty hard low. And it might have taken just as long as the low in the previous rank. Yeah, so I take a dive or something like that. I forget now, but like, yeah, it was that underwater with the 2 shark traps and everything. Yeah, this one also took a while. And it probably didn't take as long, but yeah, it's pretty much like up there, I think. Yeah, with how long it took me, or with the longest the lows that it took me. But yeah, this was a bit frustrating to figure out, because like just many of my attempts had the snake traps or snake trap killing all but 1 or 2 of the zombies, when it is actually vital that the traps kill all the zombies. Yeah, except for the specialist, who cannot. Yeah, since he is this armor. And pretty much the only way to get him killed anyways for him to fall onto the trap trigger. Yeah, but if you do that, then I don't think it's possible to solve the load then, because then he wouldn't get to the zombies. Yeah, and release them. I mean, yeah, the low is alright, I guess, but like, yeah, it was a pretty hard one to figure out. Hyper 13, I don't know if my solution is a back route, but yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Although I did overcomplicate the solution a bit. In that, yeah, I later realized I could have just released the crowd with a lemming inside the stacks. Yeah, rather than use a clone to do it. Yeah, who happens to be a specialist. Yeah, one with some permanent skills. Hyper 14, a pretty good one, but at the same time, somewhat hard as well. Yeah, it was definitely difficult to figure out how to release the crowd, and also to get them to where the digger and the bastard to the exit is. Hyper 15, I thought this one was going to be very fiddly and annoying to do, but yeah, it actually turned out to not be so bad, but like, still. It isn't exactly too fun when you have to repeat it a couple of times here. But a pretty nice, decent challenge, though. Hyper 16, yeah, a pretty quick one here. Though there's still a lot of like routes that look possible, but really aren't. Yeah. Pretty much the only visually confusing part is just the bottom, because I thought that was like water for some very odd reason that would kill the lemmings, but it seems to just be a background animation. So, yeah. But I guess once I sent a lemming down there just to check, yeah, and it's actually harmless. Yeah, then the low is not so bad. Hyper 17 should be a back route, especially since yeah, I'm pretty sure the intention is to like maybe go through the wide water gap at the bottom. The only thing I'm not sure about is whether there's enough time to do so. And the only reason I think that that's intended is because of the fact that if you try to shortcut the low with digging to get the lemmings to the exit, it seems that they always splat unless you like platform, yeah, on the during the time when the digger is still in his digging animation, but can still be given skills. Yeah, that was pretty much the only way to survive the fall. Hyper 18, yeah, the solution is obvious for the most part, but the hardest part was just simply getting through the statue and also just placing that stacker so that you can bash and clone to get through both one-way walls. But other than that, it's a very nice level. I really like this one. Hyper 19, not too hard of a low. It's just that, yeah, you have pre-placed lemmings that start at the very far end, and there is a lot of building to do before you even get to the entrances in the middle where they are. Well, not exactly in the middle, but to the entrances where the traps are, who will constantly kill the lemmings until you rescue them with the platformers and everything. But other than that, yeah, once you are successful in doing that, yeah, the rest is easy. So it's a pretty nice level there. Hyper 20, difficult level, but a really good one. Yeah, it's a very good level. I really love the solution here, especially that neat trick of canceling a miner mid-stroke with a walker so that, yeah, once they're inside the outcast, they would not go out to the left and instead would continue up towards the exit. So very nice level here, but at the same time, it can also be a little difficult to execute as well. Yeah, especially with ensuring that only the climber goes over the top with platforming and then getting the pickups while everyone else gets to the lower part of the low. Yeah, on the right side. Hyper 21, somewhat difficult here. But yeah, I went for the challenge of finding two solutions to the low. The right side is a bit easier in my opinion, but yeah, both solutions are just difficult to find. There's definitely like a lot of timing needed, I think, and yeah, I did discuss this a bit with Nintendo added yesterday. Well, 2 days ago actually now, I think. Yeah, I think it's 2 days ago now. But yeah, I told them that I didn't exactly use the exit on the left. Yeah, I used different sides, but like yeah, I still went for the same exit. But I think he said it's okay just because I'm pretty sure I used all the skills in both solutions anyway. And then finally Hyper 22, yeah, a pretty easy low to finish off the rank. But that's because Nintendo had to explain to me that this was originally a contest low, I think. Yeah, where it had a very strict time limit of 2 minutes. And that is actually the talisman slash challenge. I attempted it, but yeah, so far it seems to be a bit beyond my reach since it seems to take like maybe like 15 to 20 seconds too slow or something like that. So yeah, I think I would try it again later, but yeah, I think for the most part I'm pretty much done with the pack just because yeah, I got all the low solved, so therefore that's pretty much good enough for me, and I don't care too much about talismans anyway. Okay, and then the troll break. For the entirety of the rank, I decided to do this live and also with Nintendo added as my co-commentator, and I thought that was a pretty good idea because, as you can probably tell if you watch the videos, we pretty much enjoyed ourselves a lot. Yeah, there was definitely a lot of entertaining and plenty of laughs and everything. Troll 1, yeah, a very nice start to start off the rank, and I definitely forgot about the fact that you could just overlay pickups behind one another, yeah, without making them multiple. Yeah, I definitely forgot about that. But it's a very nice gimmick here, though. Troll 2, nothing too hard about this one. Just pretty dull, building up repeatedly until you get to the exit. Troll 3, a very nice gimmick here, where, yeah, he told me to turn on CPM here, and it will not help you whatsoever. So therefore, it's like pretty much a complete blind guess. And I would have to suspect it's pretty much the same thing with nin10doadict here. Although, because he is the creator of this law, yeah, he probably remembers the route anyway. But, yeah, maybe, like, given enough time, yeah, then maybe even the designer would forget. But there's always the saving replay if the creator has made one. Yeah, just basically as proof that the law is solvable. But yeah, this was pretty nice. That there's absolutely no way to tell. Yeah, you can't even look at the visuals here to discern what is the true path and everything. Troll 4, yeah, I pretty much figured out the solution here pretty quickly. With the turning up, or rather maxing the RR and then putting it back to default. You have several times here, but honestly, it does get annoying eventually at some point. But it is a pretty nice load, though. I do like the concept. Now, Troll 5, as I mentioned, yeah, this was one of the lows that I couldn't solve while on camera. But yeah, it still required another 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah, hashing it out. Yeah, after I got through the rest of the troll rank. And yeah, quite honestly, yeah, I would have preferred to get this level solved on camera, just because, yeah, no low in this pack required me to do multiple videos on the same low because I got stuck. But this is the only low, yeah, that required multiple videos. But even then, yeah, if the video in which I attempted this low is just simply something I tacked on at the very end, yeah, as post commentary, and I still carry out the solution manually. But it is a pretty nice low, though. The only thing I am confused about is what the troll element is here, because I don't see it. But I will ask nin10doadict for that when he gets to it. Troll 6, yeah, as you can see, it's exactly that low, I think, in the perky rank. Yeah, just without the specialist who drops out as the final lemming for the entrance. Yeah, and I have already solved it the way you're supposed to here in the original version with that specialist. Troll 7, extremely boring because you can't really have anyone turning around. So therefore, it's just a really mad clicking of assigning bashers that you get to the wall every time. Yeah, in order to even finish on time. And then Troll 8, very easy low as well, but again, very, very boring to get through because there are so many layers to bash through. And then you also have to release the blockers at the right moment in order to, so that they don't get into danger later on as the bashers are doing their work. Troll 9, yeah, very popular low title here because, but it is painstakingly and agonizingly slow because, yeah, it's really not possible to like do the low at all without frame stepping. And yeah, it took a very, very long time because like there had to be a lot of backtracking so that like you don't end up in a situation where multiple lemmings get killed by the traps on the same frame. So yeah. If there's any low that's sure to cause light physical pain, it's likely this one. Because you might get, for example, carpal tunnel syndrome or something like that. And nin10doadict pretty much considered this his ultimate troll low. And then Troll 10, yeah, I instantly recognized that almost instantly recognized that the nuke needed to be used here. Although it's like he said, I overcomplicated the start here, not realizing that I could just use a stoner to prevent further losses. But apparently those losses that I did suffer unnecessarily, yeah, it was still enough for me to get through the low. Yeah, and I believe, as nin10doadict has said, yeah, this one did have some invisible traps and everything, but even then, yeah, it should still be pretty obvious. Yeah, you let the low play out a bit. Yeah, that there is one, because I also checked the old formats version of it, and yeah, that seems to be the case here. Troll alone, not exactly my favorite thing to do, as I mentioned before. You know, just stacking repeatedly and making staircases. Yeah, and especially since the wall is somewhat pretty high here, but fortunately you do have the help of a miner, even if you can solve it without it. And then finally 12-12. Ooh, this one can also be a huge pain to execute because it takes quite a while before you even get to the top. Yeah, just a lot of stackers. Yeah, need to get up. And you have to be pretty quick too because yeah, you need to save everyone but one, and one of the losses. Yeah, it's pretty obvious where it needs to be used. So therefore, you need to make sure that no one splats because if one even splats, yeah, you're done. You cannot get the low solved. So it's just like nin10doadict said. The last two lows are pretty long, but they're not too difficult. They're just long. And yes, I would definitely have to agree with nin10doadict here that 12-5 is definitely the hardest of the rank. So yeah, I think it could move up in the rank because yeah, no other low in the char rank is as hard as that one. Yeah, and they're not necessarily challenging either. They're just simply like take a while to do. Yeah. Okay, so that was the overview. Yeah, took far longer than I thought it would, but well, yeah, I finally got through them. But that's only because of the fact that there's 146 lows total here, while the old formats version only has 100. But yes, this is Casualemmings 2.0, and I definitely had a blast LPing this pack. Yeah, it's pretty good, and I definitely highly recommend it. Although, do be careful in that like it doesn't stay casual for long because there's still the odd low old levels here and there, which are harder than some of the lows surrounding it. But for the most part, it should be still be approachable for most players. Yeah, especially since the pack is targeted to those who are like more casual players of the game. But yes, it is a pretty good pack though. Just be warned that the difficulty does pick up significantly once you get past the first two ranks. So that is Casualemmings 2.0, everyone, and hope to see you guys all around for future projects and everything. So with this, have a nice day.